everyone, and welcome to the first Chronicles of Andreas podcast. My name's Jessica Schooler. Today I'm going to be focusing on what I always find the most difficult in fantasy books, and that is pronunciation of character names and places. As you may have noticed, I do have some weird ones in here. I also wrote a draft of the first book when I was staying in Denmark. That's Denmark in Europe, not Denmark down south for those of you in Perth. And they did take on a Danish feel. Some of the E's on the end of the words are pronounced where they normally wouldn't be in the English. Yaraf is the first Andrean character that we meet. It is a difficult name, but as some of you may know, I named him expecting him to only hang around for a few scenes. He did have other plans, however, and rather took over the book. By the time I realised that, the name had stuck and I couldn't change it. He was Yaraf for good or ill. Seren is the next one that we meet. I think that one is fairly obvious, but my dad does have a knack of getting the names wrong and calling him Seren. It's Seren, Dad. Vogan, the stone train that runs under Grania, is a Danish word for wagon. There were a few Danish words in the original, and this is the only one that has survived the editing process. Durin I thought was fairly easy. That is Durindad, not Dairan. Durin, of course, the first mage of Grania and second in line to the throne. His brother Algar is pronounced as it's spelt. Niva is the one that gives everyone trouble, myself included. Again, he was named very early on in the making of the book in the first draft when I was 16. He was originally Nivya, that's Nvyar. However, many of my beta readers protested and said it made him sound like a can of deodorant. So I went with the consensus and changed the spelling to the pronunciation they preferred of Nivar. I still call him Nivya, by the way, and if there are any deodorant companies out there looking for a sponsorship deal, do call me. The other one that everyone gets wrong is Siri, which is fair enough. Sia is the correct English pronunciation. Lady Siri, however, was named in Denmark, so the E is pronounced. If you choose to continue saying Sia, I will know who you're talking about, so that's okay. At some point I decided that the endings of names should be culturally dictated. All male Granian names end in an AN, an EN or a TR. Female names with an E or an A. Skarati male names end with an OK, a RAN or an EF, or PH, depending on how I was feeling at the time. An EM was later added when I started running out of sensible letter combinations with those endings. You'll find that the EM ending names get more prevalent in the later books as I ran out of minor character names. There are very few female Skarati characters, and they, at the moment, that may change in the future, all have an ending of I. In Anyana, TE or YN are common male endings. I haven't had any female Anyanin characters yet, so I haven't actually come up with an ending for the female. In Jayadea, AN and OL are common in male names. In OCI, it's Ray or Et for men, and L or Lu for women. So I'm just going to go through the remaining characters now. Hopefully you've guessed it right, but my spelling is a bit weird, so continue with the pronunciation you feel comfortable with. I won't be insulted should you get any of them wrong, though I will correct you. Alright, so Amy, Paul, Sarah, fairly easy ones as are Dave and Robbie. Among the Granians you have Ritter, who's the Master Healer, Eren, the War Master, Fallon is the King, Patton, the Mind Master, Unta is the Illusions Master, Callan the Apprentice Master, Ita and Jeren are the Guardsmen, and Antar is the First Advisor. Nivya's aliases are Apram and Rete respectively. Kanchok is also Asset. Yaraf's aliases is on the journey is Kalte. His friends in the college are Anef and Ben Ran. For the Skarati characters, we have Renchok. If you're wondering why he has a CK and the others have just a K, it is to do with when they were named. Renchok was one of the first characters I named, and it just looked wrong when I changed it to the K I decided it should be, so he kept the CK. Anef's master is the tracking master Anchok. Lanef is the war master. Master Zalef is the apprentice master, and Seraph is Seren's counterpart as the Skarati spy master. The Skarati Emperor is Erif. Anem is the legendary Skarati Emperor of old, Hanef the Mind Master, and Genref the Illusions Master. In Anyana, we meet Ostray and his clan. I hope that helps you to get a better idea of the characters and how they sound. Please comment and let me know if there are any areas of the story, the world of Andreas, or the writing process you are interested in hearing about in future podcasts. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great day.